Hello, everybody. Burnedoutguy here, and welcome back to Captain of Industry. Last episode, we got our little item bus up and running, and now we're making all the good stuff. Well, we're making construction parts at least. So now, what we're going to be making today is we're going to be focusing on the rest of the stuff down here. I think the next part we're going to make is the electronics. In order to make electronics, we're going to need the rubber. So our rubber section is kind of like way up here, and it's a little bit far from our production line, right? So I was wondering maybe if we kind of like reset up a new rubber making system here, something a little bit closer to our uh, our production line, then we'll just send the rubber down this way. I think would be a good idea. That's what I'm thinking, anyways. We look at our layer, still got all the stuff here, so we'll just kind of make something really nice here. I think we'll be fine. We go ahead and think of something, and we'll do it. Okay, so I think this is what the idea is going to be. So we're going to make gas here. Now it's going to get thrown into here. It's going to get separated. So half will go over here to make rubber. The other half is going to go over to fuel our empire. We got two stations for dropping off coal. And then we're going to storage over here for the rubber. The waste, I'm going to remove it so it's coming back over here instead of over here. This gives us a little bit more playing room over here to do more stuff. And all right, so that's it. So once this rubber is all built, then we're going to bring it onto the production line and we'll start from there. I think it's going to be good. Pretty much all this is done. We're going to just got a few things left over here to get rid of. I didn't connect the oil yet. Just waiting for them to empty a little bit out, and then we should be able to connect that. So in the meantime, I'll go and I'll start, I'll unpause this. This is going to be the production for the electronics. So, and then at the same time too, we can take a flat conveyor. We can connect that like that as well, because I got a bridge over here, so now they can still come and get the parts needed. So we'll let them do that, and we'll come back afterwards, and we'll start setting up the next little area. Well, that looks pretty good. Everything is up and running over here now. I connected all the pump jacks. We got four of these diesel generators going on right now. So that's pretty good. We're gonna have to keep an eye on how much power we're using, but we'll just have to keep adding on until we get better power, I think. Other than that, things are going pretty damn well. I got rid of the other two that were over here. They're just waiting to get deconstructed. Um, and this is coming along pretty nicely. This is almost done. Probably just waiting on the second control parts there. Other than that, or control, construction parts. Other than that, things are going very well. Well, that's a beautiful sight to see. Automation, I absolutely love it. All right, so now we're making the electronic parts automatically. Now we can go over here and we can get rid of these guys and these ones because we don't want that stored there anymore. And then now we're going to go start working on the construction 2 parts. And that's the next part we're going to go set up now. So I added a couple of more brick stations here so that way we can make some more bricks, but we're a little bit short on that. I'm wondering if we make like another excavator because I don't think adding more trucks is going to help. Well, it might. I'll add one more and we'll see if that helps a little bit because they're having a hard time furnishing this thing over here, which is pretty amazing actually. Um, if we backed it up, it'd probably help a little bit, but I don't really want to back it up. Just want to get things going. So this is pretty much what the setup we're going for. We're going to bring in the electronic parts. The electronic parts are also going to continue. These are the first construction parts that are going to come in, and we're going to make construction parts 2 over here. So now all we have to do is unpause, and that's all unpaused, and they will start to build, and we'll get on with that. So I'll come back when all that is built, and we'll start attacking the next one. This is awesome. I love when all this automation stuff comes together because then you can start going farther in the research and seeing what's up, right? So yeah, there we go. So those are all done now, and we should have all these parts coming in, and these will start working and filling up that area. And then we'll also, I started deleting this here as well. I added a couple more here because we're kind of low on housing. And then I added also another excavator over here so that way we can start getting a little bit more limestone in here because little lackluster going on over here. Don't lie to that. And that's about it. So now we can start focusing on the next little project, which is going to be, which ones are these? Yeah, the mechanical parts, because the mechanical parts are used to make the vehicle parts. So yeah, let's get on with that. So this next part's pretty simple. It's just the basic same thing, right, that we've been doing. And all it requires is just the iron plates. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. So we'll unpause all that here, and we'll get that to build, and we'll continue on. And as you can see, just like that, it's all built. It doesn't take friggin' long whatsoever. These are now going to get constructed, and we're going to have some more housing for our peoples, which is very nice. And then we can start working on the next one. So this little operation right here, I can delete this now. We no longer need you. Thank you for your services. And then we're going to get this up and running, and then we're going to automate the repairs, because as you see here, you can we can input the items required in order to make repairs. So that's going to be like the last thing on our production line is the repairs. So let's get ready to start making the next ones, which is our mechanical parts. Okay, and once again, we're going to be here making the vehicle parts. Same pretty much well set up. All right, so before we continue, when we go on too far, I did notice something that our coal is hurting pretty bad, and these things aren't furnishing very well. Mainly reason is because they're all the way back here now with the wood, so they've clear cutted a lot of stuff for us. So now we're kind of hurting for the wood. So I've gone ahead and I've made one of these, set up a zone for us to get coal, and we're gonna start mining this stuff over here and see how that goes. So it seems like I've done this at a pretty damn good time because things were starting to kind of like really drop down, especially our maintenance here. So once this starts to stabilize after the lack of wood and coal thing that we had going on, probably had it set up bad too, so that didn't help. Um, yeah, probably had it really badly set up. You can see down here, I got a bunch of guys going at it. Um, I think the only reason why I did that, oh, yeah, it's just because the whole leveling out thing. Interesting. There's like surface stuff too. I wanted that. As things are kind of going along here, I'm just trying to do some minor adjustments to the base. So I'm trying to start to automatically feed coal to the machines. So this way it's a little less work for the trucks to have to go and to do this. Um, I think that would be a good thing for us to do at the moment. I'm also going to start to slowly hook up the slag. So that way this is going to be the only output of slag through the entire process of smelting. It's going to go for all of the machines. So all slag will go here. A little less running around for all the trucks as well. Um, so once we get this pretty much well a little bit more backed up, I'm gonna continue working on this. I just want to make sure that all my stuff here is good to go, and then we're gonna kind of continue on. So other than that, all right. So I think I got just about all the coal automated. So we got coal up here where we're making gas. Got coal where we're making rubber. coal where we're making bricks, and then coal is distributed through all of our smelteries here. I think this is good. This is good. Another thing I've done too to benefit ourselves is I put the um, all the storages off to the side, so that way we always have some in stock. I think that would be the better way to go about it instead of it feeding the line. I did that over here with the bricks as well. So I think that's just going to be better for us in general. So I think I'm going to allow this to get built now that I've done screwing around. And I think I'm going to start up with this now too. So try to get this stuff going again, and then we'll continue on. Well, that didn't take too long to set up when you have your stuff set aside. All right, so now we can kindly get rid of this little setup over here, and then we can start looking at automating these maintenance depots. So let's go down here and set something up for the maintenance depot. So we'll let this build. So this only takes the mechanical parts and the electronic parts that we have, and this will make the repair parts that we need to keep our place going. So that should be that automated. Thank God. Like that's a huge chunk of relief that all of that is going in super well. I like that. Um, I think the next thing we're going to concentrate on is the type of food I think our people are having. So we go down to our farms. We can finally do the irrigated farms. I think that's what we're going to concentrate on next. That way they have we don't have to depend on the rain in order for crops to grow, right? So what I've done is I've run water all the way over here like this. Looks a little jank, but we get water over here. I think that's the main purpose. And we'll go with this for now. And then as soon as this one's built, I'll switch this one over for an irrigated, and we'll have two irrigated ones going at the meantime. Not really hurting for food. I think we're really good. We should be okay in the meantime. And you can see that our electronics are going in and all that other stuff. And we're going to be making some of this stuff here. So now all the piping is in, and you can see that our area is irrigating. Irrigation tank, 0%. That would be that thing right here. Everything looks like it's maybe it just takes time. Or you've irrigated it already. I don't know. See how that works. Not really sure. I'm wondering if this pump is just not able to furnish, and we're only able to put out so much water. I wonder if that could be a thing too, right? Maybe I should build another one of these out here somewhere to help with the production of water. There you go. I think once this one is constructed, we'll we'll have a little bit more water flow. It's probably what we're having a problem with. Well, I'm missing something. Oh, geez. Look what I did. Look what I did. I didn't put it in the right tank. That's why it's not working. Oh my God. Can you believe that? I can. Oh, there we go. We now have two crops that are going in that are going to be irrigated. Oh, that's so cool. And just as I was talking about it, it starts to go off. That's pretty dope. I like that. Very, very cool. So we're going to have two farms like that. They both have different crop rotations on them, so that'll be cool. And then now I guess we go on to working on something else. Okay, so we have a reward here for collecting the iron mining stuff. That's pretty cool. All right, so that could be gone. Now the only thing we have left to do is the ship dock repair. So that's to repair this. So let's go ahead and repair that, and we'll see what happens when we repair that. There we go. So now we have a brand new dock over here. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it holds anymore, but we can actually store diesel in here now, which is kind of a good thing because I think because this ship actually needs fuel to go wherever it's going. So what we'll do is we'll put a fuel storage here, and we'll do something like this, right? Uh, just because I'm always going to see that stupid symbol there, we'll do something like this. And then this thing here can be diesel. And then they'll fill that up with diesel, and our ship will always have diesel. So the thing with this ship here is if we go to our overworld, you see all these little question marks? Well, we can go start visiting this now that we have this ship. So we can go over here. Not enough fuel. Okay, so I guess we got to go fuel up first. There, if you don't want to deliver gas, I'll build a pipeline to it. How's that? And then now we'll have our own gas directly off of the pipeline here. There, screw all of you. We won't rely on trucks. So it seems like everything is starting to stabilize here. Very, very happy. I had to move this over on our vehicle center on the other side because it couldn't, the excavators couldn't make it past here. So let me go and put that back. Uh, I'll put 3 trucks in there, I guess, for now. Oh no, he can't make it by here either, huh? Oh shit. All right, so I'm gonna have to make one of these really, really tall here. God damn it. There, hopefully they'll be able to get underneath that anyways. Oh yeah, no worries there. They gotta be able to get into that. Yeah, now he knows where he's going. Perfect. All right, so now, as I was saying earlier, now that we have fuel in this thing, now we can go somewhere with it. So let's go here first. Explore. Not enough crew. Okay. What if I want load crew? There we go. Now if we go here, can we go? Now we can explore. Yay! All right, so now this thing is gonna go out there. It's gonna go find what we were sent it off for. It could be an oil rig. It could be another town. It could be technology. There's a variety of different things that it could be. So it's kind of like a surprise every time you send it out. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So wait till he goes over there and we'll find out what it is. All right. Now we got this there. Explore. Hooray. Area explored. We got a bunch of scrap iron, some rubber, copper, and vehicle parts. All right. Can we send you somewhere else? We'll send him over here and we'll see how much fuel he has. Because depending on how much fuel they have to come back and get more. Okay, so we made it to another area. We found some more stuff. Hooray. So now you see he's on his way back, so he's got a fuel. And then he'll come back in here, and there it is. And he's going to come and get some fuel. So you got to be take it easy on how often you send him out because you're going to suck away all your fuel reserves. He's 80 fuel just to go out. So got to be very, very careful with that. But I think that's all the time that we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. I think we did very, very well. Once again, we got a lot more production set up. Everything that we truly need at this very moment. Even got coal set up, automated. The next time, I think what we'll do is we'll work on the slag, so that way we can get the slag part automated, and then that's one less thing that the trucks have to run around with. But other than that, I think we have all the basic starter stuff done, and then we can start getting into the rest of the research here, and we can start checking out the rest of the stuff going forth. So definitely next episode we're going to research everything that's in this area, and then we're going to start checking out going into this one, because here, as you can see, we got construction parts 3, and yeah, well, that's a whole new ball game, isn't it? So I hope you enjoyed the video, everybody. Like, subscribe, peace, take care, and we'll see you next time. Oh boy.